Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Path Valley Speedway. We're here in the pre-race zone, brought to you by Elbows Up Dirt Productions. I'm Tommy Cordell. I'll be your host in the pre-race zone, and then I'll take it back up in the booth tonight. Big night on tap here at the Bull Ring. That's right, the Corner Mile Bull Ring in Spring Run. We welcome you all to coming out. We've been having big anticipation for this show for several months. The absolute very best 410 sprint car racers around. And they're here tonight on the last leg. 10,000 to win here at the Bull Ring. Now we'll take a look. A look at the SPEEDWEEK schedule. We see Williams Grove obviously was canceled because of rain. Lincoln was canceled because of rain. Baps, we see Double D, Dietrich, Dietz, and Smith. Lincoln, we've seen Raymer, rain shortened race. Macri, Bollinger. Grandview, weather takes the win. It cancels. Port Royal, we see Macri, Larson, and Dietz. Hagerstown, we head south to the Maryland side. We've seen Kyle Larson in front of a huge crowd. Double D second. Lucas Wolf third. We then take it to Williams Grove Speedway. The Mitch Smith Memorial. Danny Dietrich victorious of the 20,000. We take it to Port Royal then. What a night out here that was. Just north of us on 75. It was Lance DeWeese, victorious, LD at the Speed Palace. He cashes in on the Greg Hodman Classic for 20,000 smackers. Great victory lane speech Lance gave last night. Many of you probably listened to it. I know that was a very special win for him. I'm hearing our car counts. 30 to 32, roughly. We'll get an absolute final here. Once again, merchandise trailers. They're up there by the tech shed. You can get to them. All your favorite drivers got their merch there. SPEEDWEEK shirts. A lot of you asked them where they're at. They're on the back side of the concession stand down here. You can get your PA SPEEDWEEK shirt. Number 10, that's right, the final leg. Number 10 tonight at the Bull Ring. Beautiful day. You can see the track. We're letting it sit here a little bit. They watered it earlier. Fans are still starting to filter in as we speak. That's what it takes. We want to put on a wonderful show tonight. And to accompany the 410s, we got the Wingless Sportsmen. That's right. The Wingless Sportsmen are here. The likes of Superman Steve Wilbur, Luke Linker, Craig Perigo, Brett Perigo, Brandon Scher. Always put on a good show here at the Bull Ring. $50-50 is going around. It was $700 there a little bit ago, so I'm sure it's higher. Pennsylvania Speed Week, as you know and I know, is probably the ultimate 410 Speed Week there is. Nothing compares to it. It's grown by leaps and bounds over the years. You take 10 days, the lowest payouts are $10,000. They get up to $15,000 to $20,000. That's huge. Car counts, high 30s, mid 40s. That still shows you where the heart of sprint car racing is. That's right. We're in that region. Now you want to make sure you get down here. Concession stand is open. Foreigners Collectibles, they're set up in the back there at the concession stand. Teal Beard on a WRT Photography. His photo shop here is open for business. We take a look at the order of events tonight. 5:45 registration does close. 5:45 registration does close. 6 o'clock's the driver's meeting. At 6:30 we're going to get heat in them 410s. And then we'll go right to 410 hot laps, 410 time trials, wingless sportsmen, hot laps, and then we'll do our opening ceremonies. Definitely be a B main tonight on the card for your 410s. A lot of the drivers have spoke highly about coming here to Path Valley. Their anticipation was pretty exciting as well. They like the bull rings. Some may not. One thing for sure, this bull ring right here, it can bring you big energy. And that's what we expect tonight. We'll remind everybody, we'll be racing 2 times coming up. 2 times, that's right, next week, Friday night. We got the TA Award 2000 to win for the 270 micros. There'll be a huge turnout for that as well. Swing of Sportsman's on that card. We go Saturday night then. One of the biggest nights here of the year to track. It's kids' night. And we get a lot of kids come here. It's a great time. They all get something. See their favorite race car drivers. Look at the cars. That's the future of the sport. Once again, $10,000 lay on the line tonight on the final leg here at Path Valley. Who will park it in the TA Award Victory Circle and put the end cap to it? We were told that the Rutherford car was en route with a Tyler Walker machine. T-Dub it is. I haven't got word if they're here yet or what's going on, but they were en route. You want to stay hydrated today? We always got big sunshine up here. It's beautiful, beautiful country. And absolutely the best racing you get on a short track anywhere around. Hands down. Now we're waiting here a minute. We got some guests coming up. We're going to talk to the Concrete Kid, Anthony Macri. That's right, driver number 39. In fact, I see him heading this direction. He was checking the track out there. And we're going to talk to Brady Bacon and Brock Searfus. A lot of the drivers up here against the catch fence, taking a look at the track, trying to gauge. Once again, they ain't been here in over 6 years, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, 6 years we've had a drought. I'll tell you what, our first driver coming up here, how about we give a big round here? Driver to number 20, it's Brady Bacon. Check. Check. Just keep that side right there. Okay, Brady Bacon, I tell you, you're a hard guy to pin down. You know, you like it out there in Knoxville, I know. And obviously, I'm going to start out with that. Man, I was reading there on some stuff, 61, right? And that puts you where? You tell us, where's that put you in the win bracket?
Yeah, we're second right now with USAC.
That's amazing. Yeah, obviously you like it out there. But I think you also like these little bull rings a little bit to race on.
Yeah, we've actually won a race here at the Pennsylvania SPEEDWEEK race here like 12 years ago. So, and I think the last time we ran here, we ran second or third. So this is kind of a little more my style. So kind of the equalizer track, neutral ground. These other guys don't have near as many laps here as they do at all the other places.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was talking earlier. I said a lot of people come here when series or regionally say they love it or they hate it. It's no in between, you know. And you're up on the wheel here at this little quarter-mile bull ring, and you know, just week in and week out, there's some good action going on here. You know, then you guys come in, put some big horsepower down. I know the fans, they're absolutely stoked about having you all here.
Yeah, I mean, people are getting here early, and looks like there's a lot of fans here kind of camping out and walking around, so looking forward to putting on a show for everybody.
A little bit about your season this year. Obviously, you know, you got a wing on top here. I think you go back and forth, and that fits you. You like that. It keeps you busy racing. You're a race car driver. You want to race.
Yeah, we've kind of shifted our focus more towards the wing stuff this year and kind of had some ups and downs. Took us a while to get going this week. Finally had a good run last night, 6th, and got some speed back in the car. And so looking I've had this one circled all week, so kind of a good cherry on top of the week, hopefully.
Yeah, I said have a good end cap on the weekend. A beautiful holiday weekend. You got a lot of racing in. Well, we appreciate y'all, you know, making the travels and coming here to Path Valley at the quarter-mile bull ring, and we wish you the best of luck tonight, Brady Bacon.
Thank you.
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Driver to number 20. A USAC standout driver. Just 61. Hit that number of wins at Knoxville. It's Brady Bacon. Okay, we're going to have our next guest going here. I tell you, here he comes. Driver to number 39, the Concrete Kid. It's Anthony Macri. Well, I tell you, we couldn't have picked a brighter spot to sit here today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little warm here.
Yeah, I guarantee you. You know, you've been getting around, obviously, a little bit here and there. You travel, there's no, regionally, and you come here to the bull ring. Somebody said they thought you liked these little bull rings to race on.
Yeah, I mean, the smaller track, the more action-packed it normally is, and, we just came home from Q-Sits, and, this place is, kind of comparable to it, but not at the same time, so we had a lot of fun out there, and we had some speed, so hopefully we can carry that over to here tonight and do a good job, and ultimately, hopefully win the SPEEDWEEK championship.
Yeah, exactly. And, you're trying to pad this. Do the deal up tonight, like Brady Bacon was saying. This is a good way to end it. Beautiful weekend. We got some racing in. You were at Port Royal last night, and obviously LD, you were second in there, and that was quite a race. Obviously, I think that everybody was pretty up on their feet there. It padded you in points. You've been solid. That's the thing. You've been solid during SPEEDWEEK, Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely been consistent. I mean, obviously, we were in positions to win a couple more races. I mean, I feel like with a couple, different changes, we could have won Monday at Lincoln, and, I feel like if we would have started a little bit further up than 7th on Friday, we probably could have had a shot at Danny there. So, obviously last night sucked. Our car changed a little bit there under the yellow, and, still not going to complain losing the Lance. I mean, here's the reason he has so many wins he does, and it's just, his experience outdueled mine, and, that's expected. But, we've definitely been consistent all week and put ourselves in the contention to wrap this thing up tonight. It's just can't lay an egg and suck and let Danny get ahead of us.
Yeah, I know. Several of the drivers, they were pretty stoked up. Like I said, not only the fans, but the drivers are coming up here and getting up on the wheel. And our car count's in the 30s here today, and that's good. We got a lot of people signed in. I tell you, Anthony, LD said it best last night. He regards you as one of the best around. And I follow you, and wherever you go, you seem to be running well. Whether it's out on the road, you're fast off the trailer,
Yeah, I mean, we definitely we struggled in the beginning of the season, but I feel like we've changed our program around and found a good baseline to unload everywhere we go. So yeah, I mean, we've had speed, and it's just up to us to keep doing a good job throughout the night wherever we unload. And normally, recently we've been doing a pretty good job of that. So it's up to me not to screw it up ultimately. But I mean, yeah, my guys work really hard, and especially this week. It's warm, it's humid, it's not exactly pleasing. It's miserable at times. So these guys just keep trucking along all week long, and they don't give up. So
I guess it's your turn, right? It all comes down to you, doesn't it, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm the monkey with the steering wheel, so it's all up to me, and hopefully I can make these guys proud and make their efforts worthwhile.
Well, I tell you what, Anthony, we appreciate you coming up here at the pre-race zone. Brought to you by Elbows Up Dirt Productions. We wish you the best of luck tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you down at TA Ward Victory Lane, and you can put an end to this for the week and take a little maybe break there for a couple days.
Yeah, that would be nice. Hope it's a nice show for the fans, and hopefully we're standing down there in the front check by the end.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Concrete Kid, driver number 39. It's Anthony Macri. Mike Wagner, please report to the track tower. Mike Wagner. Okay, Anthony Macri, what a great conversation to get to catch up with these folks. And we have another guest coming on here, and it's Brock Searfoss. That's right, driver to the 3Z, Brock Searfoss. Just keep that towards your, yeah. Well, I tell you, I was telling the other guys, we couldn't have picked a nicer place, to get the sun's right beating down on you.
Yeah, we could work on our suntan here. I should pull my shorts up a little bit or take my watch off so I don't get suntan.
Exactly. I won't take my watch because it's already got you can tell.
There, yeah.
Exactly. Well, Brock, I tell you what, buddy, I follow you a good bit. Obviously, you've been out in the World Outlaws, the tour, several seasons there. You know best anybody. It's a grind. It's hard. It's up all day, constant. You come back here, you you get in the family-owned 3Z, the Moose Brothers Right 3Z. We got to go to that sometime. I heard it's a pretty good place to go.
It's not bad.
There you have it. You're running some. You're at Eichelberger in the famed 8. Tell me a little bit about this season. What's going on?
Yeah, it's obviously not what we expected to be right now. Just struggling with Rich's car, just trying to get his program where it needs to be and change things around there and get it where we're where we like it to be. So our cars actually had speed beginning of the first half of the night, just because it seems like come feature time we're just tighter than a well driller's ass. So it's
right.
It's just hard to get going there in the feature, and it takes about 10 to 15 laps to get our car right or where it feels good, and you just can't get them spots that you lose back early in the race. So we're working hard at it. We're just trying to figure things out, and it's it is a little more difficult to race two different teams with the same group of guys, but it makes it easier with the same group of guys at the same time. So it's
I bet.
It's just been a little bit of a challenge, but Rich has been really great to me and our guys. So Jim, Mike, and Matt and Brenton, they've been working really hard just trying to get this stuff figured out. And I feel like we're just missing that little bit, but a little bit's huge in this game. So it shows that it's kind of amplified, even though it's just a small bit. So it's it's a little difficult at the moment. We're working really hard and trying to figure it out. So once we do, I think we'll be okay. We just gotta get there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the competition nowadays, it's in every class of cars is greater. Okay, and you're working a new team. There's a lot going on. There's a little bit of lag sometimes there. Everybody gets on the same sheet of music per se.
Yeah, I mean, I think that with the boys that coming to that team, I mean, I feel like that
cut it down.
Yeah, that area cut it down. It's just getting accustomed to Rich's shop. Everything's obviously in a different place. The mule, everything's in the mule's different, and placed differently, and just things like that. So I mean, it's not for lack of equipment. We're just working hard to get it dialed into how our car is, and it's easy to go just buy the same stuff that we have, but Rich has all these equipment there, and we're just working around it. So we're Rich, like I said, has been really great for us, and he's been making the changes that we've asked to make, and I feel like we're getting better. It's just everybody else is getting better at the same time, so it's just a challenge. I mean, we're
sure.
up for the challenge, but I mean, it's it's no easy task, and we'll just keep working at it.
That's all you can do, Brock. Obviously, you're no stranger to the game, and you're not afraid to work. And that's people clearly can see that. You worked your rear end off out on the road. Once again, that's no easy. If it was easy, everybody do it,
Yeah.
And you take that experience out on the road, you bring it back here, you come to a real good team, you got your family-owned good team, and it's just a matter of getting everything lined up, and you've been fast. There's been many times this year you've showed great speed. Okay, and the finishes obviously showed forth of that were witness of it. I think it's right there. And now tonight, you're obviously in the family 3Z.
Yeah, I mean, when Rich's deal came about, we agreed to, Williams Grove Port Royal, and we just want to fill our schedule in as much as we can with our own car as well. So, just fortunate to be able to represent our sponsors along with Low Bar and, on Rich's car and keep racing our own car to fulfill that for everybody involved. So it's we're just keeping racing and trying to race as much as we can. And even though we're in our own car, we might learn something that could benefit on Rich's car. So it's just keeping on the racetrack's the biggest thing. And this is my first speed week, and I think probably five years.
Okay.
So it's good to be back and racing this whole week again. It's always such a fun week. It's a grueling week. It's really hot, and it definitely wears you out. So it's, but I think being on the road like that, driving up and down the road, and them late nights like that, just kind of feels like I'm back on the road again. So but no, it's fun. I'm really glad to be back in Pat Valley. I think it might have been 6 or 7 years since I was here last too.
Sure.
So it's good to be back here. They've made some great improvements here with the racetrack, and it's nice to see everybody again.
Yeah, definitely. I tell you, like I said, a lot of the fans, everybody was been in anticipation of this big day. You couldn't ask for better weather. Okay, obviously we played the weather game like everybody has all year, and our momentum's been fairly up here. You need, just like racing, you get some momentum built, weather, rain, that's all it's been. You get starting to racing, things start to come around. things up here. Yeah, we've had some great shows going on, and we were, like I said, had huge anticipation of this coming here. 410s, it's been over 6 years, that they've been here. We said before, a lot of guys, they love or hate this little bull ring. I don't think there's an in-between, Brock.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, like I said, you either love a place or you hate a place, and 90% of the time, if you love it, you're normally pretty decent or good there, and if you hate it, you're normally not. So I have a hate relationship with Hobstadt. We haven't really been great there, so I hate the place, but I'm starting to come around. The last time we were there, we were actually okay. So it's it's just the same thing. It's all in your mindset. So if you don't feel like you can win there, you're not going to, and then if you roll on the racetrack, feeling like that's one of your better places, you're probably going to have a good night. So it's all mind games.
It's funny you touch on that, Brock, because we talked to a lot of other drivers in the late model field, professionally, and they'll tell you there's a psychosocial part of that goes along with this. No different than a baseball player getting in a slump. A lot. That's hard to get through sometimes.
Oh yeah, we're all nut jobs out here, so it's it's really easy to get down on yourself. This is a really humbling sport, and you could win 15 races and you could not win the rest of your career. It's just as simple as that. But as long as you have the mindset and you stay determined at it, I mean, it's going to happen at some point.
Good work pays off.
Hard work does pay off, and it might take some time. It's just when you're ready, I guess. And it's no lack of effort for our team. We keep working hard. It's just we just got to put ourselves in the right positions and capitalize on it.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, Brock, we appreciate you coming up here to the pre-race zone, brought to you by Elbows Up Dirt Productions, and we wish you the best of luck. Hopefully we'll see you down the TA Ward Construction Victory Lane. Thank you, Brock Zerfoss. We do appreciate it.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you. Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Driver number 3, Brock Zerfoss. Well, we had talked to some great people here so far. Anthony Macri was here, Brock Zerfoss, Brady Bacon. We appreciate you all tuning in, coming out here. We have one other person we want to speak with here real quick. He's in town. You follow him on Facebook. Let's bring him down here. Long live the Chaz. Chaz, come on down here.
Well, how's it going, sir?
Pretty good, Chaz. I tell you, I was reading some reviews there. You got these people's attention a month ago when you said about the popularity maybe coming here to the bull ring.
To the bull ring, I've been here. You said it, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
The 410s were last year on a prominent event. And I came here probably 2019, and it was right after that. And, racetracks like this are very popular across America. Obviously, y'all have some very famous half miles. But there's only so many, operable half miles in the country. A lot of the racing are 3/8, quarter miles, shorter racetracks.
It's the minority of racetracks.
Right.
The bull ring.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I think that, a facility like this, a racetrack, because I enjoy a good race.
Sure.
I think the race tonight, the racing that a quarter-mile facility could put on is some of the best racing in the world, especially with sprint cars. Jets in a gymnasium.
Yeah.
So, that's what we're going to get tonight. And, you take the shots, take the motor, take all the variables out. Who's going to get on the wheel and who's going to drive tonight? That's who's going to get the job done.
Well, that's right, Chaz. I tell you, you got to figure because, up here you're up on the wheel. There's no bluffing about that. You're up on the wheel.
Well, and, there's always been a debate. California drivers, PA drivers.
Sure.
Kofoid comes here, wins. Selzy comes here, wins. Larson comes here, wins. The quarter miles, they teach a driver how to be aggressive, make moves, get up on the wheel. And then, hey, if you got time to drink a coffee down the straightaway at the big half mile, then they'll adapt to that too. I'm just saying, I think Path Valley needs to get some bigger events, not just for Path Valley, but for the development of the drivers in this area, because they need to be up on the wheel sometimes. Not saying they're not at the other tracks,
right?
But there's not too many places you can replace quarter mile sprint car action.
You're exactly right. I tell you, we have a lot of folks here week in and week out are up on the wheel. We've been doing a lot, increasing with a lot of different shows. Obviously, we had the World Outlaw Late Models here last year.
Yes.
And we brought SPEEDWEEK and then High Limits coming into town in September. That's going to be a big show. And I tell you, these guys all want to be on the card that night as the support class. And they're not even about the TV time, Chaz. They watch these guys, and it makes them get up on the wheel a little bit harder too. It's a good thing.
Right. Well, and there's nothing wrong with this facility. The only thing wrong with this place is the cell phone reception. I think everyone can agree with that, right? Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But outside of that, everybody wants to be involved with it because it is unique.
Yeah.
Usually in most parts of the country, the half mile is the unique track. the little quarter-mile track's the unique track in this part of the country. So it's going to be a great race when High Limit rolls in. I think it's going to be a great race tonight. And I'm curious to see who gets it done. I really am. I want to see who the driver of this PA SpeedWeek is. Who's going to really get up on the wheel and get it done.
That's right. Because when you come to a bull ring like this,
you
there's
got
a lot of game changers going on.
You got to drive.
That's exactly right. You know, obviously we know who's been running up front all week long, but I kind of wipe that off a little bit. We do with all classes because when you come here, it's a different animal getting around here.
Yes, sir. I think one of my favorites. I mean, he's won here recently with USAC. Brady Bacon. How could you be against him? I mean, he's beat the World Outlaws on quarter miles at Hobstadt. You just had Brock Zierfoss on. Obviously had that road travel, so he got onto some of these facilities. Even a wild card. I know it's crazy. I got a shirt on. Tyler Walker. I mean, he's got some stuff on quarter mile.
I know you've been following T-Dog. That's right.
It's a great story. We'll see where we can take it, but it's a wild card event here tonight. It is a wild card. A guy who you didn't think could win might get it done. Macree's went out on the road. He's done well on the short tracks. But this is the wild card. This is the roll of the dice. And then once again, in my opinion, who's the driver? We're going to find out who the drivers of this PA SpeedWeek are tonight. That's what I think.
I believe you're right. I know you're right, Chaz. Exactly. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and listening up, it says, long live the Chaz. That's right. You know, he's on Facebook. We see him all the time. I follow him. He follows me. And I knew he's been making these rounds, you know, getting here and getting there. And he said, I'll be at the bull ring. I'm not going to miss being at the bull ring.
I promoted this place so long, you know. I made my jokes, you know, and saying, you PA guys, you don't know a race. You get on that bull ring and let's put on a show. Another guy we may be sleeping on, I'm just thinking about this as far as promoting this, Ryan Newton, Australian guy. I think he's here. I just ran into some of his crew. If he's
I
here,
believe so.
quarter miles is all they live on in Australia.
Down under. That's right.
Down under, and he's a shoe over there. He's one of their top competitors. Obviously, it's a little hard to go from that to Williams Grove and Port Royal.
100%.
But he's been doing well here recently. That could be a sleeper as well. I've been a very high promoter of Pat Valley. I think the scene is beautiful. You got it right here nestled in the mountains. And it's a great facility. This is a great race. You have the high limit race coming. And there's a reason. Brad Sweet said it himself. It's in high demand. People want to see this track more. And if I'm a little small part of that, that's good.
Yeah.
But y'all putting it all together, the people here running the track, running the facilities, making things happen, y'all deserve most credit than anyone.
Well, I appreciate that, Chaz. You know, I seen you coming in there. I wanted to catch you. We've been out on the road doing some stuff, and I'm glad we bumped into each other. And to have you come on here and talk, you know, you have a lot of good points we listen to. I know a lot of people follow you. And where can they find you at, Chaz?
YouTube, the Chaz, TikTok, the Chaz. Facebook, it is Long Live the Chaz, because I had the Chaz and then COVID took that away.
Right,
I got too verbal with the government.
I fear you.
Hey, we're standing up for what's right. Anyway.
Right.
But that's where you can reach me. And today, apparently, it's no longer Beer Hill Gang. It's Beer Mountain Gang. They're up here on the second.
Oh, I know.
The Beer Hill Gang is here. They're on the mountain up there.
I know. That's a big mountain right there.
It's a mountain.
That's
They're
a
on
big
the mountain tonight. Yes, so you can find me today up there. I'm going to go back up there, hang out with them, hang out with Rutherford, maybe get some pizza over here at Ron Rutherford. He is set up over there.
Okay,
actually.
so we got some fresh pizza coming out.
Fresh pizza up here at the top of the stands to the left, so right before you get to Merchandise Row. But those are the social outlets. That's where I'll be tonight. We'll be going everywhere. You know how it is.
That's right. Oh, I know. It's a grind. That's what I tell them. But we love to do it. Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause and long live the Chaz. There he is.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Thanks, Chaz. Awesome. I'll catch up with you later. Thank you. Okay, we got to talk to some folks there. Awesome. We talked to Anthony Macri. We talked to Brady Bacon, Brock Zierfoss, and long live the Chaz. That's right. Long live the Chaz. Now, we had a birthday here. Was handed to me. This guy is a diehard fan here at the track. Tom Winnick. That's right. Happy birthday, Tom Winnick. Happy birthday. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you tuning in to the pre-race soon, brought to you by Elbows Up Their Productions. I'm Tommy Gradell. I'll be up in the booth tonight calling the shots along with Mr. Hare. He might even be here by now. We appreciate you coming up here to our quarter-mile bull. And remember, we're the small track with the big action. We'll see you then.